we are gearing up for what will be one of the biggest weekends in Big 12 football. And it starts today with BYU beating SMU. Not only do I think BYU will cover in this game, I think that they will beat SMU in this game. The reason why, I am going to go back to the way that SMU struggled with Nevada. Final score 29-24. The Mustangs, who were down 17-10 at halftime, losing to the Wolfpack, who are not good at football. And you say, well, Drake, they got Preston Stone. Guess what? Preston Stone, in the one game they played against a competent football team, has not impressed me. In the other game they played against Houston Christian, didn't really need to impress me. I didn't see enough to have an opinion. In the only game where I've got an opinion, he stunk. Not good. Not good against Nevada. 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 17 for 30, 254 yards. They only put up 29 points against the Nevada Wolfpack. Am I reading too much into one game? Maybe. But the only sample size I've been given by Nevada against a team that's competent, because Houston Christian is not, sorry. The only sample size I've been given by Nevada against a team that's competent, they got their you-know-what rocked. BYU, on the other hand, playing the number 11 team in the country in the FCS, one-handedly last week. Jake Retzloff looked like not just a competent quarterback, but an elite passer in that game. And to me, this is a BYU team that comes into this game with far more momentum, and that will have, in a game that tickets are as low as $20 for, more fans in the stands than SMU. Do you understand? The LDS faith is going to pack out that place. There are an absurd amount of missionaries in the Dallas area who will be at this game, or those who serve their mission in the Dallas area. Oklahoma State, Arkansas. Guess what? Despite how good Arkansas was last week offensively, guess who's better statistically than anyone for Arkansas? Deshaun Stribling. Yeah, that's the case for wide receiver. Alan Bowman. Yeah, that's the case, a quarterback. Ollie Gordon. Didn't have a crazy game last week. Didn't have an insane game last week. Yep. Still better statistically than anybody for Arkansas, despite them scoring 70 points. Bowman, Gordon, Stribling. Yeah. A three-headed monster playing an Arkansas team that sure has Bobby Petrino, but they are outmatched. They're one of the worst teams in the SEC. Oklahoma State wins this game. Tulane, Kansas State. I have told you before. This line keeps dropping. Total at 47.5. Kansas State might put up 40 themselves. Tulane, on a first-year head coach, is not the Tulane. They have not proven to anyone they're the Tulane of last season, or that they're the Tulane that beat USC in a New Year's Six Bowl. Kansas State is the same Kansas State that could very well win a New Year's Six Bowl this year. I am completely okay in college football with guilty until proven innocent. Tulane is guilty of being an unproven football team until they've proven themselves with a first-year head coach. And they will not do that against a proven 5th, 6th-year head coach in Chris Kleiman with Kansas State. Pittsburgh, Cincinnati is different. I know Cincinnati did really well last week. Brendan Sorsby was a dog. I'm holding out hope. I'm just going to hope. Utah, Baylor. I went to Baylor. Have a degree from there in public relations and journalism. I think Utah wins this game by 14. Do they cover 14.5? No. They win this game. Final score of 35-21. Yeah. And both parties win. In a 35-21, Utah looks away and you'd be happy. Baylor looks, walk away and go, yeah, okay. We lost by 14 points. We covered. I'm okay with that. Works for both teams. It's not a Big 12 game, so happy out of conference. Iowa State, Iowa, I'll break down more in depth in the final segment of the show. Over under 35.5 is hilarious. West Virginia, UAlbany. UAlbany's good. Greg Gattuso, their head coach, I've had on the show before. Good guy. Real good. He loves Chip and Joanna. Give me West Virginia. UCF, Sam Houston. Guys, children with cancer made UCF's helmets. Children who have cancer made UCF's helmets. And they are only favored by 21 against Sam Houston, who was one of the worst teams in the entire FBS last year. Give me the team whose helmets were made by children who have cancer. to cover. UCF minus 21. Lock of the century, many are saying. Kansas. I forgot Luke Altmaier existed. The only time I've seen Luke Altmaier play, he was bad. He was really, really bad. That was back in his Ole Miss days. He just stunk. So, I don't know. Is that enough for you? Will you do that there? Can you be like, yeah, sure. I get it. I trust you, Drake. You watched him play live one time in the Sugar Bowl, and he was not good. I'll bet on Kansas. Please do. Jeff Grimes, Jalen Daniels, they get it done pretty easily. Colorado, Nebraska. 56 is the total. Colorado's off. If it goes under, Colorado wins. If it goes over, Colorado wins. That's what I'm trying to say. If it goes under, Nebraska wins because Colorado's offense is better than somebody told me recently. Like, oh yeah, Dylan Raiola. Who? What? No. Nebraska's probably the more complete football team. Colorado has higher highs. Wouldn't be shocked if they won. I probably won't bet it though. Oklahoma was favored by 30. Now they're only favored by 28 against Houston. They're probably going to cover that. Sorry, Houston. TCU beats Long Island by as many points as humanly possible. Arizona does the same to Northern Arizona. Texas Tech, Washington State, take the over on 66. It keeps climbing. Gosh, dang it. All I can give you, Texas Tech, is this game will be a shootout. And in a shootout, either team can win. Who's got the ball last? Who scores that pivotal touchdown? Could be you. Possibly. I think Texas Tech, probably loses. But don't put too much stock into week one. You know what? I'm the host of Locked On Big 12. What am I going to lose for it? Texas Tech wins. Big 12 goes 16-0 this week. Mississippi State, Arizona State. This one I legitimately believe. Arizona State, who was favored by 7, now favored by 5.5. This one's dropping. You can win money. It is my lock of the week in the Big 12. I'm hanging out with a bunch of Arizona State guys now who play for the Party Animals. Like I'm in Banana Ball, hanging out with the Arizona State guys. I'm like, yeah, no, we're going to win this by a large margin. I do believe that is the case. I think Arizona State minus 5.5. My lock of the week against Mississippi State. Like, I love that BYU upsets SMU. Definitely plus 12. They look so much better last week, and I don't believe in Rhett Lashley's squad this year. Oklahoma State definitely beats Arkansas. Kansas State goes on the road to Tulane and has 0 issues. Iowa State, tough game. Kansas wins by a yes. Colorado, tough game. Houston, tough game. Texas Tech, tough game. Arizona State, you win by a lot. This is just a fun week. If we win 13 games, I'll be happy. Coming up, let's break down Iowa State on Locked On Big 12, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Today's show is brought to you by Game Time. I love Game Time because not only is it game time, it's concert time. It's like, I wanted to go see Tyler Childers. Cool, I can go do it because of Game Time. I want to go see Sierra Farrell. Yeah. Or 49 Winchester, or Flatland Cavalry, or Turnpike Troubadours. If you're a Big 12 fan, you should probably know who those people are. And Game Time will send you to their concert. And it's a new, easy way that gives you tickets. That's right. Seat views, lowest price guaranteed, Game Time ticket coverage. You can go to Game Time ticket guesswork out of buying tickets. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code LOCKEDONCollege for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. You can create an account, redeem code LOCKEDONCollege for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game Time. With Game Time, code Locked On College gets you $20 off your first purchase with Locked On College being that code. Go to Game Time. Do it today.